everybody. Welcome to the Joyful Findings Show. I'm so glad you guys could be here today, this beautiful July 29th of 2022. Boy, the time just seems to be flying right on by. It seems like just moments ago I was here with you just a week ago, but it feels like very little time has passed. So things are moving along quite quickly for all of us. So I hope you guys are all feeling into that and tapping into this beautiful energy, divine energy, as we start to flow forward together. So yay! Thank you guys for being here. And the energy's been making me burp already for this show. So I know we're going to move a lot of energy while we're together this evening, my loves. Okay? Let's see who's out here. We have Ruth out here this evening. I'm so glad you could be here. And Marsha's here. And let's see who else is out here. Valley's out here. Joyce is out here. Glad you guys could be here. Glad you guys are a part of this show. And as more of you start to come on, you will start to feel more of the energy start to swirl around. And we'll start moving stuff around energetically. And we'll start to be... Okay, so have you... Oh, Dia's out there, and Richard's out there, and Barbara's out there. See, I closed my eyes for 1 minute. And Lanka, I closed my eyes for a minute, and you guys all just pop in. See, I told you more people would be popping in. So the more of you that are starting to all come together, as we all start to come together into this group, into this time, and into this space, I want you guys to be aware of the energies that you are feeling. I want you to feel them. I want you to honor them, whatever you need to do, whatever we're feeling this evening, because we're moving a lot of stuff together. Okay, you guys, we're moving a lot of stuff. Hello, Sharon. So glad you could be here as well. All these people are just popping right in. I love this. I'm glad you guys are joining. Essential Drops of Peace. I love that, Sharon. That's a beautiful name. So glad you could be here. I'm so glad you could be here. And I'm glad that all of you, because I feel like you guys are all starting to gather now, which is so cool. There's a lot of exciting energy as we move forward, okay? There's a lot of... I don't even know. There's some of these things that I have no words for, okay? I have no words for what I feel or what I see. Sometimes we are very limited by our words, right? We can be very limited by our words. And that's something that I wanted to bring up this evening, actually. So I'm glad I brought it up that way. So sometimes our words, right? Our words are very powerful, and the intention behind them is just as powerful as those words. So I want you guys to be mindful of the words that you're using to create the life that you want to create. So it's kind of like we're going to get rid of like half the dictionary. Okay, because why not? They're changing all the words anyway. So we'll just get rid of half the dictionary of all those words like it's hard, I can't do it, whatever those words are that do not, bring us joy. We're just going to get rid of those suckers, okay? And we're just going to use all these positive words. We're going to have the positive dictionary, okay? We're going to have this new dictionary, and all the meanings are going to actually mean what they mean. And you guys are going to feel into them and honor what the words mean, right? Because an honor in the feeling, you feeling that, I want to feel joy every day. I'm creating joy. I'm helping others create joy. I'm creating whatever it is that you need to do next. You guys are stepping up and starting to do it. So I just want you guys to know how proud I am of you and everything that you've endured up until this moment. So I'm super duper 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 excited that you guys are here. Okay, so there's a couple things. I do have an automatic writing for you guys. I did get a very quick one in this evening for you guys. And it seems pretty cool. You guys let me know how you guys feel. All right. Welcome, darlings. So excited you could be here today. Many of you are being drawn to like-minded people, finding your tribe, finding your way. All those that told you, no, don't go that way. You stopped and you listened and you followed your heart and soul, and nothing can stop you now. You are set to make many differences moving forward. Go forward with love. And that's super duper important because you guys have started to really honor who you are as this soul, as this being inside this vessel, right? Because this part is external, but it's like you're starting to really honor who you are inside. And all the answers that you ever needed are right here inside of you. It's just unlocking them. They've all been like if you could see yourself, it's kind of funny. They're showing me a maze now. So if you could see yourself in a maze and you kind of have to find your way, that's kind of how our life is, right? We're kind of plopped down and then, all right, you got to find your way out. You got to find your way out. And how do you do that? Well, we kind of try to do it this way. But every time that we'd make a corner or a turn, there's something that unlocks inside of us because there's a memory. There's something that unlocks inside of us that helps us remember more about ourselves. Okay, there's much more that you guys are starting to truly remember about yourselves. Okay, so I'm super excited about this because you guys are starting to feel this. You guys are starting to trust it more as well, and that's super exciting. Super exciting that you guys are doing that now. Yes, yes, and yes. I see you guys are all saying hello. I love that you guys are so loving out there. You guys are amazing, amazing, amazing beings of light. Each and every one of you are stepping into your power. You're stepping into your gifts. You're stepping into your joy. You're stepping into your knowledge. You're stepping into your wisdom. You guys are stepping into so much right now that it is completely amazing. Okay. You guys are just like stepping in it. And it's so funny. Someone out there needs to speak their truth because I've had to clear my throat since I've been tongue tied since I started the show. So whoever out there is not speaking your truth, please stand in your truth. Say what you need to say with love. If you need to say no, say it just the way you need to. If you need to say yes, say yes. Whatever it is that you need to start saying so that your throat chakra can be free. Okay. So we want all the energy chakras in our body moving and grooving just the way that they're supposed to. Okay. So we want no energy blockages anymore. So if you recognize one, right? If you recognize it, if you start to tap into energy, you can start to tap in, oh, that feels kind of off and that kind of feels off. You start to get more in tune with yourself because then you're like, why am I feeling that? What is that attached to? Is that attached to something else? Did it trigger from something else? You can start to follow it backwards a little bit. Okay. So I want you guys just to pay attention to those things that are popping up in your life. Any repeated messages that are coming up for you, also very important that are coming up for you because they want you to look into it. It's trying to remind you of something. Your inner knowledge, whatever it is that you need to bring forward right now, it's totally coming forward for you. Okay. So I want you guys to totally tap into that. Hey, Kate, so glad you guys could be here. You could be here as well. You guys are amazing. I'm so glad that you guys are joining and being a part of this energy. And it's so funny because I've thought about this on and off all day, which I'm going to share with you in just a moment. Okay. So today is July 29th of 2022, right? And my darling grandmother, she would have been 121 years old today if she had lived. She wanted me to bring her up today. So apparently grandma wants to be part of my show today. Okay. And it's really cool. She's been gone for 25 years. She made it to a beautiful 96 years old. She lived a very long life. She was like, and the people that grew up like in 1901 and they actually went through the really Great Depression and all that stuff, they had a different way of living and they had a different way of thinking and all of that. And the whole 96 years of my grandmother being alive, that woman never had a driver's license. She never wanted to drive. And my grandfather passed away at a very early age. I think he was about 51 years old when he died. Well, just over 50. But anyways, and she raised all those children by herself. And back then, those people had lots of kids. Like my father had, 5 other brothers and siblings. They are 6. I think they had 7 kids. I can't remember. There was a lot of kids, so all that energy of the ancestors and all that's coming through. I'm not sure why and that's another thing my grandmother wants to bring up because I don't know who this belongs to or what this is going to mean, but also her middle name, my grandmother's name was a really strange name. Her name was Laurelyn Amber Parks. Okay. So she really wants me to emphasis on the amber today. So that amber stone, that amber color, so I'm sure somebody out there could look up really quickly. What does amber mean? Maybe even Tiffany will do it and pop it in the little chat or whatever. But I feel like amber is supposed to be like, tapping into that, that energy. So again, bringing forward that information for whoever, you know. Oh, look at that. Super Space. He said my grandmother never got her license either. Yep, just never did. And as soon as I was old enough to drive, I was the one that had to go to bingo. Bingo. She loved to go twice a week. We had to go bingo. Um, back in the day. Back in the day. That was a long time ago. But she wanted to come through this evening and bring through messages, you know, because it's like all our, and it's very interesting because, well, it's not at the same time, you know, because I feel like another reason why she wanted to come through is because it's actually, I always want to say the word funny when it's not funny, okay? Because it's like they're having they're doing her last son had finally passed this past year, and they're doing the gathering actually tomorrow. So I feel like that's why her energy is coming through right now. So I guess if any of my family members are popping on or whatever, just know that grandma's going to be there with you guys. Okay. She's like totally here supporting each and every one of you and everything that's going on. So there's always that. All right, so the police showed up and confiscated my gram. She kept stopping in the middle of the road. Oh, took her license away, eh? Yeah. The meaning of amber is cleansing and renewing. Okay, so that's why my grandmother wanted to bring that through. See? Because I didn't write that down until right before the show, so I didn't have a chance to research that. So thank you, Tiffany. That's much appreciated. So, and that's exactly what we're going through right now. Even as everything's going on around us, we in our physical, in our personal space, you know, in our little energetic bubble or whatever you're in, you guys are going through a lot of cleansing and a lot of renewing, right? I think we've been talking about that a lot this week with the energies that are coming up, you know, and it's like that, you know, you guys are just doing a fabulous job. They just want me to remind you guys of that. Richard said his grandma didn't have hers either. She had gotten rods. Yep. Back in the day, those, you know, back in the day, the dad did everything pretty much. You know what I mean? He went out and made the money, you know, and then I guess she still wants me to talk about it. You guys are going to find out a little bit about me and my family today. So when my grandfather died, she had to go to work in the sewing mill, right? So my grandmother was a sewer. She sewed a lot of stuff, you know, and so, and you know, back then they only made like 10 cents a day or whatever, you know what I mean? It was like awful back in, you know, back in the 50s or whatever it was, 40s, 50s, whatever that was. But anyways, growing up in, you know, Connecticut or whatever. So it was right there. But anyways, you know, it's like they had to go into work and they worked really hard. But usually the wife was staying home, raising the kids, making sure the house was fed. And you could live off one, you know, you could live off one income, not like now where you have to have 2, 4, or 6 incomes just to live. You know, things have gotten really crazy and out of hand, but I think we had to see that so that we can make changes that would make us happy as human beings, right? So we're all making these beautiful changes in our lives to bring this newness. Okay. And so they want me to bring up you guys about you guys rebuilding again. Okay. So again, renewing, rebuilding, whatever it is that you're doing, because they keep flashing the building in front of me again. Okay. So you always have a foundation before you start a building, right? Or the parking garage, whatever you have on the bottom has to be structurally sound. So you have this beautiful structure and you guys are building and building and building and learning and learning and learning and experiencing and experiencing and experience. And you guys are doing so much good. You guys really need to give yourselves a pat on the back, okay? Because they're very, very happy with what you're doing. You should be happy with what you're doing. You guys just tap into that. Woo-hoo. Doo-doo. Oh, that's cool. Amber Christine. Huh. Also means gemstone from the sky. Is that for real? Joyce, is that for real? Is Christine? I need to know that because that would be pretty amazing if that's for real. I'll tell you why, because Christine was my mother's name. All right, so we're bringing through my mom, my grandma, and they're both on different sides of the family. So there you go. So we're bringing in all this motherly love. I guess we're bringing in the ancestors. They're bringing here. I'm going to have to keep clearing my throat. Someone out there needs to do this. Clear the throat. All right, da 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 da. Clear it out. Be able to say that. All right. Micah says, my mom got her driver's license, but she never drove after that. Well, at least she got it. I mean, that's something. You know what I mean? All right, so all right, so you guys, it's going to be an amazing energy filled, message filled, whatever you guys are looking for. I want to thank you all for those of you that are watching on YouTube and Rumble and Facebook. Thank you for being here. If you guys decide to donate or tip this evening, you can do that through those things or through Venmo themselves. And you guys definitely check me out on my website when I'm outside of this show at www.IamMelissaParks.com. I am tongue-tied tonight. Isn't that weird? And look at that. My first little Venmo is coming through. Barbara, you rock. You rock. You will be my first one this evening. Thank you for that $10 Venmo. You are amazing, my friend. But if you guys want to do that, I totally appreciate those. And we will take a break at halfway through for my sponsor, because I do have a beautiful sponsor. And yeah, there you go. If you guys want to Venmo me, that's Melissa-Parks-37. If you guys want to drop me a Venmo, appreciate that. Appreciate you and appreciate everything that you guys are doing and accomplishing in this life. You have no idea how far you've come. And actually, yeah, a lot of you do. If you actually looked back at your life and actually seen now how far you've actually come, you're like, wow, I really did do a whole lot, didn't I? Whoa. Whoa. No, you don't need to. It's just if you want to donate, okay? My services are free, but if you are welcome to donate to the show if you so please. It all depends on the universe and spirit, right? Because that's how everything's divided. You're like, all of a sudden you may watch for 2 years and then you're like, hey, I need to tip her. Or, you know, you might want to, it's all in divine guidance. There's no rules here, okay? It's like following your divine guidance, okay? Because I don't normally leave anybody out because I talk a lot and I cover a lot of ground. Yeah, this is exciting. I'm super excited. Yeah, I'm ruleless. The freedom of spirit. I have universal laws. And if people really tap into what those universal laws are, and if you tap into that, then you start to know what you're supposed to do and who you're supposed to assist, when you're supposed to assist. You know what I'm saying? It all flows. It all flows. It all flows just the way it's supposed to. So I'm super excited about you guys. So I'm going to do Barbara's first. And if you guys are interested in a message, you guys will have to drop that in the comments after I'm done with Barbara's so that I can keep track, because I won't be scrolling back to find out what's going on. Woo, okay? Because you guys get chatty and I'm like, I'm not sure. Unless it pops up right in front of me, I probably won't see it. But I love you guys. All right, Barbara. Woo. All right, let's tap into Barbara's energy. Let's say, Barbara. Let's write your name again. They want me to write it twice. All right, Barbara. Woo. Barbara, you've been doing some traveling. Okay, so you've been going around the mountain. So have you been looking around a mountain? Because I'm seeing a mountain and I feel like I'm going around a mountain. But I feel like I'm near a lake. I feel like I'm near water. I'm close to the beach. I'm not far from the beach, but I'm at a lake, if that makes sense, okay? And I don't mean the beach at the lake. I mean, like, there's, like, not a long distance between the two. And I'm getting to hold on because things are going to start to shift and move in a little bit. So they're like, you're not stuck. They're wanting you to pause. That's the word they're using, pause. Okay, so as you do this pause right here, this is going to help you evaluate what's going on around you so that you can start to navigate it better, if that makes sense. But it's all going to line up. Everything's falling into place. And I feel like you're meeting some really cool people there in North Carolina. Okay, so I hope you really enjoy that, because I feel like you're like You're breaking out of your old patterns and creating some new ones out of love and joy and happiness, and seeing where you can be an assistance, and also finding out where your tribe is there so that you can start to interact with people. So I'm going to leave that with you, Barbara. Thank you so much for your donation. I so appreciate you. You're the best. You're the best, Barbara. All right, let's see. Let's see. All right, Joyce dropped hers next. I think that's what it says. Boop, boop. All right. Let's see. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, Joyce. Let's see. Joyce. All right, Joyce. You are getting ready to be lifted up. Okay. You are getting ready to be lifted up. This is so funny because I feel like you're on this I don't even know what this is, but anyways, there's like a smoke signal, but I feel like you're going up on this signal, if that makes sense. So they're showing me the spiral of energy, and the best way to describe it is smoke, because we could see smoke, right? But it's like you're going up in this vibration, okay? So whatever you've finally gotten out of, you're starting to move forward in, but it's up. You're moving up and out of it. It's like being, it's like I hate when I don't have words. Okay, so it's like when you're coming up out of the ground, like you're a new seed, okay? It's like there's that growth. There's going to be more of that growth as you keep going. So they want you to keep standing in that power as you're moving forward, and listen to the inner guidance, because you're getting a lot of guidance. Listen to your guidance, Joyce, okay? I'm going to leave that with you, my friend. You guys are amazing. All right, let's see who's next. Kim is next. You guys are awesome. All right, you guys, my nose is starting to itch now. I gotta write with the other side of my pen. You guys, I talk too much sometimes. All right, Kim. Woo! All right, Kim. So what I'm getting for you, Kim, is there is water, there is change, there is fluidity, there is emotions, it's almost like you are finding or releasing. It's almost like a release, and it's almost like that renewed thing. You know what I mean? The renewed thing. So you're going through a renewal of what it is that you would like to create next, okay? And there's also hearts. So there's going to be love. There's going to be more relationship. There's going to be more friends. You're just going to have a really good time moving forward as you get through all of this. Okay. So whatever that emotion is, and near this water, either you're planning to move, or you're going to move, or you're going to be near some water. And it's going to be very peaceful, and it's going to be your little oasis that you're going to call home. So I hope you're on the lookout for that, Kim, because it's just going to jump out in front of you when it finds you, or you find it, kind of like Sarasota did to me. So I'm going to leave that with you, Kim. So thank you. All right. Kim, I just did Kim, and then Richard. Let's flip my paper over, Mr. Richard. Richard. All right, Richard. You got to slow down and take a little break. You're getting ready to end a cycle right now, Richard, and you're getting ready to move forward into a new one. But I feel like there's a pause. There's a pause for you. What is up with all these pauses? But anyways, there's a pause for you as well right now. And this is going to help you put it all back together. And this is, you are going to be doing new things, creating new things, getting outside the box, sharing your creativity, sharing your craft, sharing your information. So they want you to know that you're going to be doing a lot moving forward. So I'm going to leave that with you, Richard. Excuse me. You guys, it's still going on. Barbara said, thank you. No, you are the best. Absolute. Appreciate hearing the pause advice. Been all over the place. People that I have met are so nice. Feeling the love. Good for you. Joy says, I knew it was Christian, but type Christine. Oh, Christine. Got it. It means the same thing almost. If that means anything. I knew what Amber meant. I don't know why I typed Christine. Thank you for reading. Perfect as usual. You typed Christine because my mother wanted to jump on the screen too. She figured if I was talking about my grandmother and she needed to come into the picture too. Because both my mother and my grandmother passed the same year, like 6 months apart. So pretty crazy. It was a crazy year, I tell you. It was crazy. So they want to be acknowledged. And 25 years also equals into a 7. So it's a very spiritual year for them or for me because that's how long it's been. So anytime that you mistype something, it means something. Even if you absolutely think it means absolutely nothing, even if it's a word you have never, ever heard of, I suggest you Google it. Okay. You copy and you paste that sucker right into Google and you start reading some of these things that pop up and you're like, oh, that wasn't really a mistake. It was like a breadcrumb. Okay. It's a breadcrumb to send you down the traveling there. Right. So you guys feel into that. Right. It happens all the time to us, Dia. All right, Dia, you're next. Let's see what's shaking in your world. Yes, Dia's next. Dia. Aww. Aww. Okay, so Dia, for you, they wanted me to draw 3 hearts, and then I'm getting also like this. I don't even know what this is, but anyways, it's energy that's moving forward. So there's 3 hearts that are moving forward because and they're all connected. Okay. So there's 3 things that are coming together. There's 3 people that are coming together. And it's also like they're all going with the flow because they all been tangled up because I see the other people as like being knotted up. So they've been unknotted, whatever that means. You know what I mean? But there's going to be some things that are going to be moving forward with the number 3. So, and 3s are pretty powerful. I like 3s. Threes. Yeah, 3s are going to be very important to you moving forward in the next couple days. And I can't stop itching my nose. What's going on with that? All right, you guys, it always happens on this show too. So the energy must be doing something to my nose. Am I going to be like the bewitched lady and I can just wiggle my nose and pop into another room? Now that would be cool. Can we really do that? Now that would be cool. But Dia, they want you to just keep going forward. Enjoy, and see all the things that are lining up in front of you to make more sense, to put together the bigger piece of the bread. Put the bread together. That's what they're saying. Put the bread together. All right, so I'm going to leave that with you. Kate, sure, you can have a message. Hold on there, Kate. Let's write your name down, see what I get from the energy of your name. Woo! All right, Kate. Kate, you are getting things together. You are aligning things up for yourself. You feel more at peace. You feel more relaxed. You are still shedding some stuff. I feel like, it's kind of like I call it space dust, or you can picture it like dust bunnies in the corner. You know what I mean? Things that have just accumulated for too long, and now you're just going to need to get rid of them for now. You're just wiping all that away, and everything's going to start to go into an easier flow for you because you're going to start trusting your intuition. You're going to start honoring yourself, and you're going to stand in your truth. Okay, because that's going to help you move forward like a rocket ship, like you're just going to take off. And when you do, it's all going to be about fun, joy, happiness, and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to leave that with you, Kate. Hope you found that enjoyable this evening. Valley would love to hear one. All right, we'll do Valley, and then we'll take a break from the sponsor. All right, Valley, let's see what's shaking in your world. Valley, woo-hoo. All right, Valley. Oh, Valley, you have a lot of energy going on around you. You have a lot of love. You have a lot of light going on around you. I feel like you have a being that's trying to talk to you. Actually, several beings that are trying to talk to you. 1, 2, 3, 4. They might be the gold beings that are trying to sit down and have a little conversation with you. It's time to actually converse. So call them in when you are ready. You need to call them in when you are ready, rather than when they think you're ready. But it's like you're sitting down with your little council. Okay, this is like your little gold being council. Okay, and it's so funny because they remind me of like Oh, I wish I could draw them. But they look like little stick figures in a way in my head. You know what I mean? But they're not. They're like long, skinny, and I feel like they have arms and stuff. But anyways, that's how they look liquid. They look like liquid gold to me. But anyways, it's time for you to come call them together for this conference that you need to have, Valley. So I'm going to leave that with you. All right. And since we're at the half hour mark, this would be a great time to have a word from my sponsor. Any of you guys that are interested in feng shui and the energy of your home or fixing things up so that you can manifest more in your house, maybe you want a little love or you need something done in your career section or whatever, reach out to Marsha. Take a look at our ad. Thanks, guys. Awesome, you guys. Please check out fengshuimyspace.com for more information from Marsha Morris and fixing your house. Woo! Fix that energy. Fix it. Fix it. All right, my friends. Now we're back to messages. I so love doing this for you guys. All right. Essential Drops of Peace would love a message. And you said your name was Sharon. All right, Sharon. Let's see what's shaking in your world. Woo! All right. Sharon, there is a new flow coming for you. There has been a change. I feel like you have done a complete turnaround from where you were. So whatever it is that you had to release and let go of, you are into this new flow now. And it's like you are, and I like to call it the lazy river for a lack of better ways to describe it, is like you're getting into this new flow of your life and you're allowing yourself and honoring yourself more. I'm getting that you're probably part of the ones that need to clear their throat chakra and speak their truth to a few people. Even yourself, go, all right, so I didn't do good, or I, whatever it is, or I forgive you, or I forgive myself, whatever. I feel like there's some kind of verbal something that needs to take place there, and I can feel that clearing up as we're talking or whatever. So, and the energy's changing, so we just kick that to the curb, and we're going to do it again. And so, Sharon, I feel like you're going to do some very good things moving forward. They want you to keep your outlook positive. So if you're one of those that, they're wanting you to use your intention, crystal clear intentions. Like, what is it that I'm putting out there that I'm wanting to create? Okay, what is it that I want to create my happiness, my joy? What's going to bring more happiness? They keep using the word happiness. So you're looking for more happiness. So definitely look into that, my friend. Okay, it's coming for you. It's coming. I'm going to leave that with you, Sharon. Thank you. All right. Kim says, excited for this. Woo-hoo. All right. Richard said, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Use breadcrumbs reference in making a loaf in my book. See, can't make this stuff up. And nothing is a coincidence, you guys. Nothing is a coincidence. Okay. Everything is there to help remember something that you forgot. Okay. Because it's like the veil was kind of laid over us when we came to this earth. We're like, all right, we can go in blinded. Let's go in blind. We can do this, and then it's like feeling our way around in the dark and stuff. And we're finding our way. We're finding our way. Okay. I am going, as it is late for me. Night, everybody. You're welcome, Kate. I hope you got your message. Go back and listen to it later because I did give you one. All right. Let's see. I did give Kate one, right? I can't remember. Yes, I did. All right. She was flowing. All right. Oh, Sharon. I just did Sharon. All right. Where am I at now? Oh my gosh. I'd lost track, you guys. All right. Thanks, Melissa. You're welcome. All right. Ruth says, I would love a message. And I'm sorry, but if I skipped over you guys, I skipped over a bunch of people maybe. And if I did, I'm starting here at Ruth at 8:32. So if you haven't left a message since 8:32, then leave a message. You're welcome. All right. Essential says, laugh out loud. I immediately thought the throat thing was for me. Haha. Thanks you so much. You're welcome. Good. Because as we talked about that, we cleared that up. So whatever you need to do to clear that, you know what I mean? Just work on that. Not work on it. Just do it. You'll be able to do it. All right. Ruth. All right, Ruth, you're getting into a flow. Oh my God, have you been listening to more music or something, lady, lately? Because I feel like there's a lot of things that have changed. It's almost a choo-choo train. I'm getting a train track. Okay, so there's things that are like you're starting to like, really like move along. You know what I mean? And getting into that rhythm. You know what I mean? Because the train has to get into a rhythm to get it going, right? So I feel like you have, and it's almost like you're ready to move to a new track. You know what I mean? I don't know why they're giving me the seasonality, but the train must mean something for you. So they're giving you the train track. They're showing me there's a moving forward. And there's also going to be like, I don't know, have you been around a koi pond or whatever? Because I'm seeing koi fish in a koi pond. So getting into that peaceful, restful space in nature, remembering to connect even when it's, hotter than Hades outside. I can relate with you, honey. That's why my hair's up today. It's too hot. It's too hot. But anyways, there's a lot of that energy moving forward for you right now. So they're just showing me, and it's almost like they're giving you a hand, and they're just kind of like, go. There's movement. There's going to be movement for you, my friend. So I'll leave that with you. All right, let's see what else is going on out here. Oh, Veronica. Hello, darling. So glad you can make it this evening or this morning because it's morning over there for you. So good morning, Veronica. All right. Hey, Bridget. So glad you could be here as well. All right. Super Space says, my son Austin is watching and asked me to comment and tell you that your hair looks beautiful, Melissa. Aw, thank you, Austin. You're super sweet. You take after your mom and dad. Be sweet boy. Good boy. And thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this energy. I felt like there was kid energy going on out there this evening. So, it's not a bad thing if kids watch this, because it's very kid friendly. Very kid friendly. All right, let's see what else is going on there. Woo! All right, everyone's saying hi. Veronica says, I woke up with so much energy. I'm bouncing off the walls. So fatigued for ages. So this is awesome. Yay! You woke up renewed. Renewed seems to be one of the words, the key words of today. Renewed. You guys are feeling renewed. Because didn't I talk about recalibration and reclaim last week? I forget what I talked about. You know what I mean? So I want you guys to feel into that, okay? Feel into it. Bridget says, anything or anyone might come through for me. Thank you. Sure, Bridget. Let's flip my little paper over and see what's shaking in Bridget's world. Huh. And it's funny because they actually wrote Bridget's world. Okay, so Bridget, this is funny. This is where you get to be the master creator. Okay, this is where you get to trust your inner knowing. I feel like you have been thinking about something that you would like to create and step out of whatever it is. Okay. And then just as I said that, I had this gentleman just stand here. All right. And I'm sure you know who this gentleman is. He is telling me to tell you that it is time for you to move forward. So whatever you had planned way back in the day, whatever, you're getting a lovely little I feel like I'm being pushed very, very so gently to move forward with my life. Okay. And I mean by that, by your life. Okay. So they're showing me, this gentleman is showing me you being pushed ever so gently. So there's either a new relationship coming up for you, Bridget, or rekindling an old relationship. There's some kind of relationship going on, okay? But it's also a relationship with yourself, and it's also about Again, why do the words keep disappearing this evening? But Bridget, let me tell you, there's going to be many, many things that you're going to be very, very thankful for when you get out of whatever that little space is that you still stay stuck in. Once you break free, it's like being the jack in the box, and you finally get out of that pressure of whatever it is, and you spring out exactly where you need to trust the universe. You need to trust God more than your own mind. Okay, because they're like, you're getting the guidance when you're walking in the woods. You're getting the guidance when you're walking your dog. You're getting the guidance everywhere you're going. You're just sometimes still choosing not to listen to it. So they're wanting you to listen to your heart and not so much your mind moving forward. So I'm going to leave that with you, Bridget. And the gentleman sends many kisses. Okay. And Complicated by Design said, reclaim, renew, rebuild. Yes, that's what I said last week. And I use the word recalibration too, because a lot of us, recalibration is very good, right? Because, things need to be recalibrated so that it spins just right. Things have to be moved a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's very cool. Very cool. I love this stuff. He said, I knew that she would love it. Laugh out loud. He also wants to tell me that he loves you. I love you too, Austin. You're such a good kid. I love you. Veronica says, my grand says she has a message. I can't seem to tune into it. And are you able to help me? Sure, Veronica. Let's see what you're... Did you catch the beginning of the show? My grandmother was here. My grandmother came in too. Veronica. Let's see what your grandma wants to say. It's so funny because I feel like she just opened up a book. Okay, so this is it could be two things because there's writing inside of it. So I feel like there's either some kind of a cookbook, but I also feel like there's also some kind of photo album or something you're supposed to be looking at. Okay, she's telling you there's some kind of something that you're supposed to be looking at in a book. I'm getting books. Okay, so either the photo album, I feel like there's also, because she showed me in a kitchen or showed me a kitchen, because I feel like I'm wearing an apron or I'm seeing the apron. So I feel like you're supposed to connect in the kitchen. So maybe you're supposed to be cooking right now. You know what I mean? So maybe there's something you're supposed to bake in memory. But a lot of grandmothers are coming through this evening and visiting each and every one of us. Okay, so Veronica, also throw in some cards. I'm getting you're supposed to clear your cards, like get a deck of cards, clear your cards, and she wants you to throw 3 cards and get what you get from those, because she's saying it's time for you to trust yourself. So I'm going to leave that with you, Veronica. Bridget says, thank you, Melissa. Always love to hear that. You're very welcome. I'm glad I could be of service. This brings me great pleasure to be able to do these things and to bring you guys through these messages that help to empower you and help you to move forward, right? Because that's what it's all about, is empowerment and moving forward. How do we do that? How do we assist each other in empowering each other, right? Because it's been about empowering others for so long. How do we empower ourselves in each other, right? Rather than something not us, or you know what I'm talking about. Most of you guys know what I'm talking about. So there's that. So I also want to bring up, you guys, tomorrow night 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel, and over there on Rumble, I think it's there too. You guys can tap in for the Spiritual Message Circle. There'll be me with many other psychic ability people. We got tarot. No, we don't got tarot. We got card readers. You name it, we got them. You guys come check it out tomorrow night. That one will cost you money. That one is not free. Our shows are free to you guys. But if you guys show up tomorrow night, there's going to be at least 4, 5, 6 of us, maybe. Oh, there's a big storm coming. I hope I don't jump like I did the other day. But anyways, where was it? Okay, so you guys, that's $20, and then everybody gives you a message. You guys check it out. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool to see how you can get messages from everybody and how they all blend together. Maybe it's just so cool how it happens. It's amazing how that stuff happens. So I want you guys just to tap into that. And if I disappear, you guys will know it's because the big lightning storm is here, because that lightning was within 3 miles of my house. The other day, it was only right down the block, and I literally jumped right out of my chair. It was crazy. It was so close. But anyways, the storms have been intense, so I want you guys to surround yourself with love and energy and know that you're being safe and protected and all of that stuff, okay? And you guys are bringing through a lot of energy right now, as I just said that. You guys are bringing through a lot of energy. All right, Veronica says, oh, she wants me to try her recipes. Yeah, yikes, haha. Yes, I plan to play with her new deck later. That's awesome. Yeah, play with that new deck. That's pretty cool. It was a music deck or whatever. That was so cool. All right, let's see what else is good. What night? It was actually Tuesday. Well, actually, it wasn't during the show. It was afterwards, but complicated by a sign. I was just thinking about typing. How about a universal message for being the calm during the storm? That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, so if you guys have been able to find your calm, right? If you've been able to find your peace, right? You can create that within your space all around you, okay? It's just like, I like to use this analogy from, I'll go back to Hurricane Irma, okay? It was thrashing towards Florida. They said it was going to just take Florida out. And lots of the state decided they were going to leave, okay? They were all evacuating. Lots of people were evacuating or going to some shelter or something like that. I said, God, because I got in my head, I said, we have these conversations with ourselves, right? They're like, should I leave or should I stay? Then he's like, stay. He's like, all right, so if I'm going to stay, I need to have my electricity. I need to have my water. I need to have my internet. I don't want to lose anything if I'm going to stay, right? And when like my blog didn't lose a darn thing, okay? So what is that intention that you're putting out there to be that calm in that storm, right? And just as the storm was coming, that's when I went to bed. I'm like, all right, I'm laying down now. I don't even need to worry about it. It didn't even need to faze me. They're like, go to bed. Just go to bed. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of that going on. So you need to be your own calm, because the storm has already been going on, right? It's already happening all around us. All the things that have been transpiring for the last 2 years has been in pretty much, a storm in its own sense, right? Because we've all had inner things that we've had to learn, right? We had to experience, we had to see for ourselves to get the truth, right? Because the truth was hidden for so long. And now we've had time to do some research and tap into our higher selves. Really, God made it so that we could, wake up. Okay. It's about us awakening to who we are, to who we really are, to the magic of who we really are. And when I say magic, some people might think dark magic, bad magic, but magic can be used either way, just like our words can be used either way. Everything can be used for good or bad. It doesn't matter what it is. It just matters which you choose to use it for. Okay, do you choose to use it to stand in good, or do you use to stand it to stand in bad? Okay, because again, that's always a choice. And a lot of us have not always been good. Okay, a lot of us had to grow through those spurts. We might have been good and then bad and then good. And then we had to go through those learning experiences. None of it is bad. Okay, it was all for a learning experience. But when you recognize that you finally found that space of calm in doing that good that brings happiness through the body, even as you let go of the negativity that's been attached to us since birth, or whatever situation it decided to attach to us about. But now we are releasing all that so we can stand in this peace, into this joy, and be the creator of what comes next, because we will not be like we were before. This is going to be different. And each of you are choosing that every day because of the choices that you're making. Okay. Some of them are not easy choices. No, they're not, especially if they're attached to any bit of fear. They are not an easy choice. If they are attached to any bit of fear, that is the darkness trying to hold you back. Okay. The fear is an illusion that has been created. Okay. And you have the ability to diminish it. Okay. You have the ability to smash it. They want you to smash it. That's so funny. Smash that fear. It does not have space here. Oh, that's so awesome. That's what they want you guys to do. They want you to smash those fears. All right. So let's see. What we stayed and didn't lose. Yeah, Dia didn't lose power either on the other side, but there were different places. Just like when I didn't lose it and she didn't lose it, but there were places in between us that had no electricity. I mean, if you went one street over from my house, they had no electricity. And I think if you went one street over that way too, they didn't have electricity either. It was very strange how I was still connected. Okay. But God can send energy wherever he needs it to go. And I asked for it to be at my house, and he made sure that that was assisted. So it's just so good. I love that. Well said. Thank you. I wish I remembered what I said. You guys, I'm so good at doing this that I forget what I say when I'm doing it. I greatly appreciate you and your gifts. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. Austin asked if he could have a message. Sure. Let me write Austin's name down and see what we get for young Austin. Austin. All right, Austin. All right, Austin, you've been around a lot of energy lately, and I feel like you need to be outside more often. Because I feel like you need to run around the house but you also need to connect in with what's outside. So either mommy is teaching you about the plants or the animals or whatever is outside. I feel like there's discussions that are happening out there. And it's also funny because I feel like I'm at a playground, and I feel like there's a lot of heat raising off the playground as well. So getting out into, the playgrounds come fall time, meeting new friends. This is a great way to do it, because I feel like he needs to be around some kids, because I feel like there's 3-4 of them. They get together and they have a really good time. So I feel like that's coming up for you, Austin. And I also feel like whatever you're learning with your homeschool with your mom too is very interesting to you. I feel like you've got a few interests that are really coming up for you right now. So they want you to follow your little heart, Austin, and remember that you can connect to spirit too. They give you messages. Well, don't forget that, honey. I'm gonna leave that with you. Dia said, well said. Thank you. Lenka says, yep, that was me. Went to friend's house, put in pups, and ended up for 7 days without electricity, sweating some more. Yep. Should have came to my house, Lenka. Next time you'll come to my house. We all go to the house that does not have that. All right. So great messages tonight. Thank you. You guys help me bring forward the great messages, because these are things that you need to hear. You guys think about it, right? Because you guys could take something from everything that I said tonight to other people. Somehow it all relates to your life. This is how we're all intertangled, twined, weaved together. We all have similar experiences. And sometimes that word or whatever that is that we need to hear is going to help trigger something for us to remember. You know what I mean? So, woo-hoo. You're welcome, Austin. You're welcome, honey. All right, you guys, we have a few minutes left. If any of you want a message that I have not given one to out there yet this evening, drop your name in the little chat box. Drop it in there. Because you guys, the next time you see me, it's going to be August. Okay, and that month is going to go fast. The next month's going to go fast. The next month's going to go fast. The next month's going to go fast. The rest of this year is going to be a blip, okay? As fast as we come to Friday, because these shows are getting faster and faster, I swear to God. She sends me the link, and I'm like, it's Friday already? Because I have a hard time keeping track of what day it is, you know what I mean? Because I'm not really in the physical here. My body is, but my brain or my spirit is not a lot of times. So I'm like, woo, yes, give me a like, a thumbs up, share the show, whatever you feel is appropriate. If you feel that someone can benefit from this or hearing from something that I said this evening, please share it out. Share. Might as well say Merry Christmas now. Haha. Just about. Well, they do say Christmas in July, right? And we still have what? 3 days left of July. We have today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So it's Christmas in July. We're almost there. It's a blink of the eye now from here. Sarah says, I bet the cross has something to do with the gold beings. Thank you. Have a beautiful night, everyone. Hugs. Yes. Yeah, definitely tap into that for sure. Let me know what you find out. We've been moving a lot of energy. I've not been able to stop burping through this whole show. And when that happens, you guys are moving a lot of energy. You guys are, and we're working together. We are moving a lot of energy. Okay. You have no idea how much energy we actually move. Okay. It's like, I wish I could show you the pictures that I see in my head when it looks like this. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely check out my Spread Shop shirt too if you guys want one of my shirts. I'm going to be making some new ones coming up. I feel like there's some new sayings that I need to come up with. So definitely check those out. It'll be fabulous. What else do they want me to share with you this evening? Because you guys are doing an amazing job. So they really wanted to reiterate on that. So again, I'll run down the messages again, not the messages. But we don't forget the message gallery tomorrow night, the Spirit Message Circle tomorrow night, if you guys are interested in that, or if you have any friends that need to have a pick-me-up, or something like that, that would be a cute little gift for them. Spend $20 on them and buy them a little, gift. Whatever it is, because I feel like there's a lot of people out there as we move forward that are going to need a little bit of assistance, a word of positivity to help them see the light or to see something bright. Okay. Because a lot of things weren't as they seemed. And you know how you feel like when you have a bad breakup and you're just really distraught and all like that. I feel like we're going to have a little bit of that. Not so much us that are watching, but the people around us. Maybe it's like within 5-6 clicks out, whoever those people are, you know what I mean? And why would I use the word clicks? I'm not military. Isn't that military word, clicks? How many did I just say? Dia, keep track of that and let me know after the show. But anyways, they're moving out all this way. Okay. So you guys have a lot to share with a lot of people so that you can all help humanity, because we're helping humanity as a whole, right? And you're doing it locally in your communities. Yes, we're reaching out right here in the internet, and we're reaching out from Australia to Idaho to North Carolina to Connecticut and wherever else anyone else might be watching from tonight. I can't remember where everyone else lives, but you guys are amazing. And we're bringing all this energy from this, and then we're using it in our own towns, right? Because we're getting together and we're meeting with other people, we're connecting with other people, we're sharing our ideas with other people, sharing our perspective with other people, and all of that. You know what I mean? So I just want you guys to know how important you are and how much you ripple out. So even just sharing the show creates that ripple, okay? So click, it's going to make me laugh too. So you guys are helping be that ripple, okay? Yes, even a kind smile to a stranger helps. Yes. Or the person who may be waiting on you at the convenience store that's having a rough day. Hi, how are you today? And smile at them. Just be courteous and nice. That's something that we've gotten away from a lot of times. So just doing that again is going to be very helpful moving forward. Just showing your kindness, showing your love, showing your compassion for people, places, things, animals, water, you name it, the sky, God, yourselves. You guys are going to do amazing things as we move forward. And they also said that the month of August is going to be hot because it's hot here in the United States. So I'm talking mostly the United States people, but it could be hot for you there in Australia. Maybe you'll have a mild winter. You know what I mean? But I feel like there's going to be like a lot of things that are going to happen very quickly as we move forward. August is going to be like a super quick month. So I just want you guys to don't blink, don't miss a thing, but also stop, smell the roses and enjoy yourselves as we move forward. I want each and every one of you to know how amazing you are and how amazing this hour has been that we have been together. Oh, you guys, I love you guys so much. You guys have the most graceful, beautiful week, and I'll see you next week. Love you guys.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP patron.
Receive exclusive access to live stream special and other epic perks. Join the Goldylocks Productions VIP community today.